Yo, how's it going, guys? Psycho here, coming at you with another video on how to speedrun Alien Isolation in no major glitches, this time for mission 18. So we don't waste any time, we hop right in, shall we? Let's go. So mission 18, guys. Let's watch it. You go out of the elevator. The main thing here is if you have preserved a Molotov, that's really great for this mission. Because it means you can almost YOLO the whole mission, right? So I'm actually pressing the Molotov button, right, probably at this point over here, so that the Molotov actually drops right about here, right? And the reason why is I'm telling you later on, because it actually allows us to run the middle section of this area here. And I'm going to tell you afterwards when you actually can run, but just drop it down there and it will help you a lot later on. If you have one. If you don't have one, you can just run the whole way and go to the mini games. Dropping it, see that. I actually have a second one as well. Go for the mini game here. I'm going to wait a second so that you see it. Go to that vent, go into that vent, go down, and here we are actually going to pull that lever down. Nothing special, right? Then we are hopping out. Right on the other side, so that we can do the other mini game as well. Hack that terminal here. Now you can, after that mini game, you can still not run. So I'm having another Molotov, you know, right? So I'm actually laying the other Molotov, or you could use also a pipe bomb. That's actually just for the exit later on when you come down again, right? You can actually lay down that Molotov right at this position here. Yeah, somewhere over here. And that will actually, there's actually an alien charging from right where I'm standing. He actually charges you right when you come out of that door over here, right? He comes and charges you. And he will just run into that Molotov, right? So it's actually a good way to preserve some fuel if you don't want to deal with him with fuel, because he's charging you really fast, and you usually need at least 4 bursts to make him stop and go up the vent, you know. So a Molotov is really nice, a really neat way to make him go up right away, and you can actually pre-plant it right now, you know. Save some time. Just be aware, if you save upstairs and you reload, that Molotov you lay down here is gone. Keep that in mind. If you save upstairs, reload because you died or something, that Molotov here is gone. So I'm laying it down right here. Then I'm still walking, don't run yet. Still walking, still walking. Make sure you're actually... Wait a second, can I go back? Let's see, there's an android laying down there, right? So make sure you hook that little terminal over here and always face him with your camera. That way he can't grab you. If you don't face him, with your camera, he will grab you. So face him and just pass him like this. Easy. Go for the terminal, then run. You can already run. It is important that you already run. And make the same thing again. Face him while you are passing this guy again. See that? And then you should be fine. Then run the whole way. Run, run, run. And that's actually the reason why we laid the first molly down, is because if you run at that spot where he told you to run, he will actually drop and trigger that molly, you know. And the good thing is it makes it enables us to run all the way upstairs up until to the terminal, and after the terminal is actually not scripted to drop again. So we can run this whole part here without him dropping anymore. Make sure you avoid that vent over here. That's a really dangerous vent. So I'm usually just passing him on the left side. See that? There's actually also fuel laying over there. That's 50 flamethrower fuel. But I'm grabbing that on the way back. Go to the terminal. You can run the whole way. If you don't have the first molly that you lay downstairs, and you don't even have a second one, you can't really run this part. But you can just walk. You know, you can walk this whole thing up until to this this terminal, and you should be fine. The alien will never drop, and you are totally free of alien or anything, right? So just walk if you don't have a molly. And after this this terminal hack, you can activation, you can actually run. You're safe to run up until this this drop animation. That's actually scripted. That animation. You can just do that. You can just run here until this thing is triggered. I'm grabbing that the fuel here. You could also save as well, but remember the other molly will be gone if you reload over here. But just if you're not sure about that exit, because it's a really dangerous YOLO exit, I would save over here, right? But I'm not doing it in this run. Now actually I'm doing something really dangerous because sometimes this, you see his tail over here. See that tail? Tail is right here. Sometimes this tail can be in your way and block you, you know. And you could not pass him fast enough. So make sure the tail is not blocking you. And now you can actually use either your flamethrower fuel, or you could use a shotgun. Right? If you want to preserve some fuel. See that tail push me back? Saw that? I have enough flamethrower fuel, so I'm not using the shotgun strat. Wait a second. Try this again. So you could actually just turn around here and shoot him once with the shotgun. That actually makes him stun for a little bit, and you could just run down the stairs, right? But I'm going to flame him with 3 bursts so that he goes up, and then I'm running. And the other, you see that the other alien will actually go up the vent because he ran right into the Molotov he pre-planted, and then you're just fine. You see that? Make sure you hug the wall right to the right here, because there's actually a vent right at this point here. Probably here, right up here. So make sure you run this way so that he doesn't grab you into the vent, right? And that's actually pretty easy. You should be fine here on just running. If you have used the shotgun upstairs, the other alien that you shotgunned upstairs will actually probably reach you. This alien will be gone, and the other alien will probably reach you or see you right when you reach this point right here where I am right now. But I would advise you to just run, and then right at probably this point, probably somewhere here, right, turn around and threaten the alien with the flamethrower. You can also flame burst him once so that he's stunned a little bit, you know, the same thing we do in mission 10 KG, stun him a little bit, and then just run all the way to the exit here. And he should still be in his stun, you know, or in his stun animation from the threatening. and you should be fine to reach that thing here in time before he actually can grab you. And the fun thing here is this is actually a scripted sequence that actually breaks everything before. So even if he's 1 meter behind you, he will not kill you. You are just safe, right? So just do that. Yes! And the other thing here, guys, as soon as you press that button, don't touch your keyboard or anything. Don't press forward until you get control back in the Facehugger Kingdom downstairs. So make sure, don't press anything, don't press forward, because you can actually kill yourself. And in that animation where you get out of that nest, right, while you press forward. I don't know why that is. It's a really neat box, so don't press anything. Please don't crash. Yeah, and you should be fine. So I wanted to reset, right? Until I reach my my control again. That would be great. I'm actually going to show you, I want to show you something. Wait a second. I also want to show you something. I want to show you that shotgun strat, right? So that you see how that shotgun strat is implemented. Right, that's probably it. I hope that's in one of my previous runs. Or not. I'm not doing that here. I'm not doing it here. It's too bad. I can't show you this. Obviously. Wait a second. That's not. No, that's not that video I wanted to show you actually. Second. Probably this here. Let's go, fellas. Let's do it. Even more, probably 40 seconds or so. Okay, that's it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's exactly that strat I wanted to show you. This is really dangerous, guys. I also had no molly. So I actually saved upstairs here. You see that? Because I was not sure what I was doing. I had no molly. You see that I'm taking out my shotgun here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Shoot him in the head. Then just run down the stairs. He will be stunned a little bit. Then I actually need to flame this guy here as well. And the other alien is actually charging me. You hear that? Turning around, threatening him. No! And I get killed. You see that? That's actually super dangerous threat. So that's actually the place I got killed in my last run. My last PB, so I'm doing it again. But it's a good example how you can fuck it up. You have to really threaten him long enough so that he really goes into that animation. Right, I'm turning around, threatening him. And I'm fine. Right, so you have to play around with this. Only do this if you don't have enough flamethrower fuel, because it's really dangerous, guys. It's really dangerous. But I wanted to show you this nonetheless, if you want to preserve some fuel. There is also low percent strat, so I'm not showing you this. If you want to see how low percent is doing this without any items, actually just watch a low percent run of this section and you see how they do it. But usually you should be able to do this with your fuel that you have left, right? If you have done everything correctly in this run, you should have enough for this actually. So let's show you the rest of this run here. No, it wasn't deathless. Don't press anything, guys. Don't press forward or anything until you get control back. Very important. Because I think the facehugger will hatch actually and it will kill you in the cutscene or something. And that will set you back. Just run past that first egg. It won't be able to get to you. Kill those 2 hoggers. The hitboxes here are pretty bad, guys, so be careful with those hoggers. There's actually also a hogger boost you could use. I'm not using this in this run. But if you want to know how to use the face hogger boost, actually that face hogger I just killed will actually attack you, and when he is attacking you, you can face this direction I'm facing here, and while he's attacking you, he's jumping at you, you can use the flamethrower and that will boost you a little bit forward, right? But there's enough, I think there's on the Speedrun forums enough videos of this, so you can learn it, or just watch Infomaster's run right now, that he does that as well, you know. That's actually a glitch we allowed after this run, so that's why I'm not using it yet. So just keep that in mind. You can use the hogger boost. This guy is actually a really bad hitbox, so I'm flaming him twice just to be sure he's dead, right? I think I'm going to show you the hogger boost later on when I'm watching Info's run. I did not do that in this run because we had actually allowed some glitches in this run here after my PB, which save a lot of time, you know. But whatever. Here actually, what you should do, you could also throw a flare here. You could actually break this whole sequence here, not making the second alien drop, which would allow you to just run past this first alien. But I'm usually just doing the revolver shot. Just press down the right mouse button while you have the revolver out before you go into this cutscene. Hold it, you know, and as soon as, and then I would just spam the left mouse button all the way until this cutscene is. And as soon as you can shoot, you will shoot automatically because you're spamming it, right? And just give in one shot and it will break the other alien as well. And then you can just run past the first alien. So I'm spamming the shot, right? And then you can just run past that first alien. Pretty neat trick. That's a little glitch we allowed. Just because we thought that could happen in a normal run as well, you know. If you are scared and get control back over your weapons and you just do a revolver shot, you will break that sequence as well, right? So the rest is actually, yeah, I'm going. There's one more thing here with the tram area where you could actually basically skip one of the trams. Wait here. Game auto saves here, so if you die in this sequence you will start right there, and normally the game wants you to go down here, right? And then the other tram comes and you wait down here, wasting precious time to until the tram passed, but you can actually just hug the wall right here and then just pass that whole section here faster without waiting for the tram to pass, right? So just hug that wall and you should be fine. Hug it and you can run through. See that? Save some time. Some memes. Wait, I'm going to forward a little bit. It's really not that important. And here comes the next autosave. The game will save right here. So if you fuck that up, you can still get a PB, a nice one. I'm usually using the flamethrower for these guys here because of the bad hitboxes. You can also use shotguns or whatever you have left, you know. Don't have enough fuel left. Can also use a revolver if you're really brave. And this glitch over here, we also allowed, if you move to that ladder, the game actually wants you to climb down here, and then you will fall off the ladder, right? But you waste a lot of time climbing down that ladder. There's actually a little glitch in here where you actually just move forward, grab that ladder, and then move forward, you know. And that will actually make Amanda go up, right? So if you normal, if you go to a ladder and you move down, you want to move down, you press down, right? Or back, equal to my S here. So you just press down and you go down, right? But with this glitch here, you grab that ladder, press forward, so Amanda goes up, and while she's doing that, it will actually trigger the fall animation right away, which is pretty neat. So you save a little bit of down climbing time with getting that animation right away. And that's pretty easy to do. Just press forward as soon as you grab that ladder and you are fine. See that? Now she wants to go up, goes back again, and the fall animation triggers right away.
We did it.
And there's also a last hogger that is hatching over here, so don't waste any time. Just look left and go up straight away. The hogger doesn't have enough time to hatch, and you should be fine. Right. And the rest is just running to the exit and then the spacewalk. But I'm not going to show you the spacewalk. There's really nothing special, or I can actually... Can I speed it up a little bit? 2 times. So that you don't have to watch the whole thing here. In slow motion. I wish I could actually go in faster than that. But I think it's okay. He's even super slow like this as well. So I'm just going to skip a little bit forward. So we go to the tram, activate the tram, and then just go to the last section, right? And then you actually go upstairs, and it doesn't matter which one of those let's go back again. Super slow. Doesn't matter which one of those 2 pillars here you do first. You can go either to the left or the right side first. Pull that lever, grab the keycard, insert the keycard. Same thing on the other side as well. Until that middle thing comes up after that, right? And then is actually a new glitch we allowed, which saves 30 seconds, right, at the plus pins. And I couldn't do that in this run, so I am going to show you Infomaster Speedrun, which has that in it, right? No major glitches, Infomaster, watch that video. Then we are going to the last pin glitches. Then we are watching this. So the plus pin glitches are basically pretty easy, guys. What you are doing here, I usually I have my use key on E per default. I think that's the default for everyone. And I also have the use on the mouse wheel as well. But I'm usually, for the plus pin glitches, I'm usually doing everything with E, so that I don't fuck it up. I don't know. It works best for me with just spamming E, you know. So what the blast pin glitch actually is, normally you would have to pull up those pillars here, every single one on his own, right? Which wastes a lot of time, right? Because of the animation that's going on. But you can actually activate 2 of them at once, right? So you basically cut the whole time here you get for these blast pins in half. So the way you do it, you go to the left side with your camera, and you see the prompt for the first pillar, right? You press E, and you immediately pull your camera to the right side and spam E until you get the other prompt from the other plus pin as well, right? So I'm usually just pressing E. I'm actually spamming E from left to right, right? You could also press E here and then mouse wheel to the right side, right? Basically, so that you activate both of them at the same time. There's some small time frame you can actually it has to activate that animation, right? And in that little time span, you can activate both of them at the same time, which is pretty funny. So he's doing this as well. You can either do left, right, right. So he's doing the shaky thing. So you just go to the left side first, or I usually go to the left side first, spam E and then pull it right to the right side, do the same thing, and you should be fine, right? But you have to practice this a little bit until you get it. Sometimes you see that it totally glitches out. So it looks like it looked like that none of the pillars came up, but actually the pillars came up anyways. So don't worry if you don't see it right away. It still worked in this case. And yeah, that was basically mission 18, right? So I hope you found that valuable, guys. We usually split right after the cutscene. Right now we are skipping the cutscene. As soon as the cutscene comes, skipping it and splitting it, right? So that was mission 18, guys. I hope you found it valuable. If you have any questions, ask them down in the comments down below. Leave me a like if you want to, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. We appreciate it, and we see us in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.